Hey everybody, it's been a minute since I reviewed fast food for you all, so I think it's time to rectify that. It's pouring rain outside, hence the slightly wet bags, but I've just come back with a McDonald's delivery. McDonald's UK is running an event called the World Menu Heist. They've taken signature menu items from McDonald's locations around the world and brought them to the UK so we can try them out. While I spent a lot of time reviewing fast food around the world, I only ever got to try US and UK McDonald's. It's about time we rectify that, so let's see what we've got. I was really scared that these bags were going to explode on the way. I'm glad they did not. Here's my haul. I've got one of each of the limited edition menu items. I'm going to go through them one by one, I'll give them a taste, give you guys my thoughts, and then rank them at the end to see which I think is my favourite and which is the worst. We're going to start off strong with Canada's entry. This is the Maple Barbecue and Bacon Double Quarter Pounder. We start with just a classic double quarter pounder with cheese, then they add bacon to that, there's a couple of pickle slices, there's some crispy onions, and then there's this kind of maple barbecue-y sauce, which to me smells quite similar to Big Mac sauce. I'm absolutely starving, I haven't eaten today, so I will taste this and then give my thoughts. In a word, I would maybe say salty. That's a lot of salt coming through from the bacon and the beef there. But also, not bad. One thing that's, I guess, surprising me is how much that creamy maple barbecue sauce just kind of tastes like Big Mac sauce. Obviously, I think Big Mac sauce is quite sweet. There's quite a lot of sugar in that. So I think that's kind of what comes through when you get that maple kind of element to the sauce. That combining with the savory does just kind of make me think Big Mac. Generally speaking though, I really like that. You get those like thicker quarter pounder patties compared to a Big Mac. So it's a really meaty burger, a lot going on there. The bacon isn't really adding a lot, but I never feel like McDonald's bacon, at least in the UK, adds that much anyway. It's always very thin and slightly sad. The pickles help. I think you kind of need some acidity in there because it's very rich and a little sweet as well. Onions too, probably not offering loads, but generally speaking, that's really not bad. Honestly, with Canada, we're off to a pretty good start, but there are many more countries to cover on our McDonald's tour around the world. Next up, we have the Pineapple McSpicy. The Pineapple McSpicy comes to us from Australia. We're going down under for this one. Throw another Pineapple McSpicy on the Barbie. Am I right, guys? With this one, we have a hot and spicy 100% chicken breast with crispy coating, classic sandwich sauce, a pineapple ring, bacon, cheese, lettuce, and it's all served on a sesame bun. I'm not sure what sandwich sauce is. I think that might just be code for mayonnaise. How do you guys feel about pineapple on savory foods? For me, I think it's kind of still jury out. I've had some really good like pineapple fried rice. I'm not typically a pineapple on pizza man, more for texture rather than flavor reasons. I actually don't think I've ever had pineapple on a burger before, so I'm kind of curious. In a word, interesting. There's quite a lot going on here. I'll start with the chicken itself because I'm quite glad to see that McDonald's, I think, have rectified their McSpicy thing in the UK. Back when it first launched in the UK, the McSpicy patty wasn't like a proper chicken breast, it was more like a reformed chicken patty. They were always a bit thin, a bit sad, and I didn't think the sort of spice had much depth to it. Whereas it does seem like they have now rectified that, which is good. This is much more of like a piece of chicken breast. The breading has a bit more crunch to it, and it's got a bit of a kick. There is some heat going on. There's just like a lot of stuff going on here. It's got cheese, pineapple, bacon, lettuce, mayo, and I'm not sure it needs all of that. With this one, for me, the cheese is adding basically nothing to it. I don't think anyone would miss the cheese if they kind of removed that. The main event here is, of course, the pineapple, and honestly, I don't hate it. I think with the pineapple combined with the mayo, even if you're not like a spice lord, you could still handle this because it does kind of cool itself down to some extent. Honestly, yeah, I think if they just kind of cut maybe the lettuce and the cheese out of this, just simplify things a little bit, streamline it, this would be really good. Right now, I think there's just a little too much going on, and therefore, you know, you're gonna have to deduct a few points for that. We're going straight from Brit to George. We're moving from Australia to Japan. Here we have the garlic and black pepper nuggets. I mean, to me, these do sound and look pretty great. I do love just a classic chicken McNugget, but it is objectively just one of the plainest foods in the world. There's so little going on there. So in theory, taking that same formula of the chicken, the batter, and just adding a little bit more in terms of seasoning, that appeals to me. These nuggets also come with a signature sauce, which is the garlic soy. Soy garlic chicken is so delicious, so if they can pull that off in a kind of McDonald's way, then it should be good. When it said garlic soy, I think I was expecting like a kind of soy glaze, you know, the type of thing. Whereas this seems to just be like a mayo, maybe with a little bit of soy going on in there. The money shot, the dunk. Oh yeah. All right, let's give it a go. Just get the nugget just a cappella real quick. I'd say with the nugget on its own, you get a lot more black pepper than garlic, which isn't too bad. I do love black pepper. There's like not a ton of soy going on. It's kind of just a garlic mayo. I'm conflicted on these because I do really like them. I don't know if they're like an upgrade on a classic McNugget, but they're definitely like an alternative option that's very tasty. The issue is I feel like they've maybe slightly overpromised with these ones. I was expecting more garlic flavor from the nugget, more soy flavor from the sauce, whereas instead they're just kind of like a black peppery nugget with a garlic mayo. Pretty good, but still maybe a slight disappointment. Dzień dobry gang, we're heading to Poland. From Poland we have McShaker fries, sour cream and black pepper flavor. Or frytki McShaker, śmietana z pieprzem.
Frytki śmietana z pieprzem.
Now these as a concept I really like. For many Brits, including myself, salt and shake crisps are a real nostalgia thing. And that's kind of the logic they've employed here. You get given a bag and you get given a flavoring sachet. What you do is deposit your McDonald's fries into the sachet. Then you take your little flavoring packet and you pop that straight in there. So it's quite a generous portion of the flavoring. Then you hold that very tightly so it doesn't go everywhere and you shake. Should be enough shaking. If you're lucky, what you should end up with are fries evenly coated with that seasoning mixture. Although often with salt and shake crisps, you just end up with a pool of salt at the bottom, which would then make the last few crisps very salty. Okay. That has kind of worked. Hopefully you can see that there is some of the seasoning adhering to the fries. Let's give it a go. Okay. Okay. I do like these. These are good. These fries have gone a little bit cold, so I think that's messed with maybe how much the seasoning has stuck to them. If you season things when they're fresh out the fryer, then things are just going to stick to it a lot more. But I have still got like a decent amount of the flavoring interspersed throughout these chips. I like the flavoring. It might just be because I've maybe not got too much of the seasoning stuck to them, but it's not too in your face. It's not too overpowering. It kind of tastes like if you've just been eating loads of sour cream Pringles and then you had a really like seasoned hand and you grab the fries with those. That might be too much. I just tried to dip them in the soy garlic mayo. That might be overkill. Don't do that. All in all, I like the concept. I think they've balanced the flavors quite delicately, which is pretty good. Yeah, I'm a fan. From Poland, we're heading straight to the United Arab Emirates for another side. Here we have mac and cheese triangles. Of course I got the share box because I'm greedy and I love food. These kind of do what they say on the tin. They are mac and cheese bites shaped into triangles and then breaded and fried. I think these are going to be too cold for a cheese pull, but we can give it a go. I mean, on the surface, they sound great. I love mac and cheese. I love deep fried stuff. Let's give it a try. Again, like potentially a victim of these going a bit cold, but I'm really not getting much flavor from these. Maybe it's not that they've gone cold, because I don't even mind the texture. Like stodgy pasta to me is quite satisfying. I'm just really not getting any cheese flavor. I get the pasta pretty strongly. There's definitely like an attempt at cheese in there, but just not nearly enough. I'm just really not getting any cheese flavor from these. That's really disappointing. It just tastes like the most basic mac and cheese you've ever had. That kind of like out of a packet, craft, just kind of poured a bit of milk in there and hoped for the best mac and cheese. Not to talk down too much on Kraft mac and cheese, because I do love that stuff, but yeah, I just wanted more. I expected more cheese, and I've been let down. I'm getting thirsty, so I'm going to review the drink, which takes us back to Japan. This is Sakura Sprite, which is cherry blossom. I have to say this one looks pretty. It's got a very like gentle pink color to it. McDonald's debuted these flavored Sprites earlier this summer. They had a mango passion fruit one and a green apple one. Gotta be honest, I tried those and did not like them at all. They were really bad. Give this one a go. When I tried the green apple and mango passion fruit ones earlier this year, I really didn't like them at all. I felt like they were very cloyingly sweet, kind of saccharine. When you drink them, they don't even really quench your thirst because you end up just having that like coating on your mouth of sugar. Whereas with this one, I think I actually could drink this and feel quite refreshed. They've clearly managed to tweak their balancing of the sugar in there. And yeah, that's actually really pleasant. I have saved room for dessert, so we're off to Indonesia. Here we have the Indonesian Choco Caramel Pie. I'm still shocked that in the UK we're the ones that deep fry our pies, whereas in America they're now stuck with baked, because these are so much better. This is a crispy chocolate pastry filled with a caramel sauce and a chocolate ganache. It sounds great. The one issue I do have with these is that often I will eat their like special edition pies and just think this isn't as good as an apple pie. So we'll see if that one falls into the same trap. That's really tasty. They could maybe go slightly heavier on the chocolate flavour in the crust, because I'm not really getting much from the chocolate pastry, but the fillings are delicious. The caramel sauce in particular, super good. Sweet, but like not overly sweet. The chocolate ganache holds up as well. That's really good. I'm a sweet tooth guy. If something has chocolate and caramel in it, odds are I'm gonna like it. Will this dethrone the apple pie for me? I'm not sure. There's something about a McDonald's apple pie maybe balances that kind of like tart and sweet flavor profiles a little better. Of the kind of like limited edition McDonald's pies that they've released in the past, it's probably my favorite one. Last but by no means least, we are off to Malaysia. Now from Malaysia, McDonald's UK has taken 2 McFlurries. They are both pretzel, but we have one with a caramel sauce and one with a chocolate sauce. They both sound pretty good, although my question is, why not just combine them into one? A chocolate caramel pretzel McFlurry sounds extremely good. I'm going to try them both, starting with the chocolate flavour. The pretzels themselves are like the hard, miniature salted ones that you would find in like a trail mix bag or something. The pretzel pieces are really good. They add like a saltiness to it, so you get like a sweet and salty flavour combo. There's a bit of crunch going on, so you get texture contrast. Let's try the caramel. There's not too much in it for me. I think if I had to pick one of those, I would probably go caramel, but by pretty close margins. I really like that. I just appreciate a dessert that balances sweet and salty. I think that's why like salted caramel has become as popular as it is, because it's a really great flavour combo. I think in general I value contrasts when I eat. I want texture contrast, I want flavour contrast, and that's delivering on both of those. The question that I'm dying to ask is, what if you dip the McShaker fries in the caramel pretzel McFlurry? Give it a try. No, I think I've flown too close to the sun there. Don't do that. Okay, now that I've tried everything, I'm going to rank them. There are 9 menu items, so let's go in ascending order, starting with the worst one. For me, the worst of these items was actually the mac and cheese triangles from the UAE. These for me are just a tale of unfulfilled potential. They're kind of like the Ravel Morrison of the McDonald's menu. They've got all the things that they need to, in theory, be good, but they just had basically no flavour. Coming in at number 8, we have the Pineapple McSpicy. I think maybe they just tried to do a bit too much with this one. I really don't hate the idea. This isn't just me being biased against savoury pineapple dishes, because I think the chicken and the pineapple work really well. What let this one down was all the other stuff. I think it's just a little bit too confused. I don't know what it's trying to be, and I hope that it figures it out someday. Coming in at number 7, we have the Black Pepper Garlic McNuggets. If they'd just been advertised as like Black Pepper McNuggets with garlic sauce, then I wouldn't be mad. But because they've advertised it as these like garlicky McNuggets with a soy garlic sauce, my expectations were up here and they've just landed like somewhere around here. Again, not bad by any means, just a bit disappointing. The number 6 spot is going to the Sakura Sprite. I think this drink benefits from me having very low expectations when it comes to like flavoured carbonated water. The fact that it wasn't just like grossly saccharine really pleasantly surprised me, and yeah, I actually quite like this. Would get it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 4. I scored these wrong. I've lost track of my rankings, so let's just keep going. Taking the number 5 spot is going to be the Chocolate Pretzel McFlurry, and taking the number 4 spot is going to be the Caramel Pretzel McFlurry. Not much in it between these. I think the caramel just added a little bit more sweetness that worked really well with those salty pretzels. And number 3 is Poland with the McShaker fries. I really enjoyed these. I like that kind of like nostalgic salt and shake vibe that they give me. I think if I had these when they were hot and the powder had adhered to the fries a little more, they might even have cracked the top 2, but yeah, they're very good. My runner-up today is actually going to be the Maple Barbecue and Bacon Double Quarter Pounder with Cheese. The foundation of the Double Quarter Pounder with Cheese is just a really solid burger. It's dense, it's meaty, it's satisfying. Then you're adding a slightly sweet barbecue, almost Big Mac sauce to that. A little bit of smokiness from the bacon, the pickles really help, the onions in there are great. Yeah, just a really solid, meaty, satisfying burger. Which means my number one item from today was actually the Choco Caramel Pie from Indonesia. This is the only thing I actually finished when I was trying them today. This was super good, crispy pastry on the outside, the caramel sauce on the inside, beautiful, so sweet but not overpoweringly so. Chocolate ganache, really smooth. Yeah, I mean, these are great. I don't know if they would ever fully replace the apple pie in my heart, but they got pretty close, and that is a heck of an achievement. That's about it for today. It's been great to be back in front of a camera reviewing McDonald's for you all. It's been too long and I missed it dearly. On the whole, I have to say I'm pretty impressed with how this menu turned out. I don't think there were too many misses. Even my least favorite ones today weren't like bad, they just could have been improved upon. If you enjoyed hanging out today, then please do like and subscribe. I've got lots more stuff coming, including content where I'm going out into the world, I'm going to meet people, eat delicious food, and share it all with you guys. Until next time, I'll see you later.